When my wife designed this space, she knew immediately that she did not want to have outlets visible up here. So we decided we're putting them in the drawer. It probably makes most sense to start with mine, make sure we get all the problems out of the way before we start my wife's. The system we're going to be installing is called the docking drawer. This is going to allow us to have a couple outlets in the back of the drawer. Of course, the kit comes with everything you're going to need, including a template. Got the drawer here, and then we got the template put on there. What we got to do is confirm that this all fits. So find the screw holes, find where it goes here. And then you want to make sure you got enough room here. And if I hold it right, it's not going to interact with this hinge or the slider, and it won't mess with this slider here either. It's not too tall. It's shallow enough here. Just make sure everything is done perfectly before you go ahead and start cutting. I sort of modified their instructions just a little bit. The template's on exactly where I need it. I'm going to put a 1/2-inch drill bit so I have a place to put the jigsaw in. And now I'm going to cut this template out on the lines, and that's going to give me a perfect score line on the backside so I know where to run that jigsaw. So far, everything seems to be going exactly like the instructions said they would. Now, ideally, when you're cutting this out, you should use a couple clamps. I was just too lazy to go get it, and I was like, well, I'll just hold it down. But it does vibrate a lot. It moves around. But it worked out. Everything's nice and square. Everything's perfect. Hope it fits. How is this supposed to work? I think it's going to go through something like this, something like this, something like this. Probably a lot easier way to do that. That's upside down. So how did I do that? It goes like this. There we go. That's better. That's how it's supposed to look. Look at that. Perfect. Now let's mount it and get it inside. Now it came with these mounting screws. See what we got. Of course, there's different heads for each one. Let's do process of elimination. So there's only 3 of this kind, which would mean they go back here for the mounting hardware. So we're going to keep those back there. This one goes here. Who needs instructions? We use process of elimination. This is a really nice cover. I mean, it is metal. Really nice. There we go. Of course, I don't have my flathead screwdriver with right here, but we'll snuggie that up. Okay, now for the sporty part, we got to put it back in, get underneath of it, and line up this bracket so then it sticks and holds on the wall. Let's try that. First part is going to be making sure I can sneak this in behind everything. That all right? I gotta see, hopefully it fits. Can't quite tell. So I'm going to take this whole shelf out. With any luck at all, I can just lay in there. Take my shower goodies out. Let's see what we got. How do you figure out where that thing goes? Okay, it doesn't look too bad. How do they expect me to do this? Oh, I better do this. So this is what we're looking at here. I'm gonna put my outlet right there. I don't have it installed yet, but these little, see these 3 little brackets, they need to sit up here to mount like this. That way this arm can move. There's a bind here, so we don't want to have any binding going on. So all 3 of these spots need to be able to move freely.